Hello and welcome back to another weekend website course tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about your WordPress site not sending emails. So everyone runs into this issue at some point with WordPress. There's a very technical answer to why this happens, but sometimes if you have a contact form set up on your WordPress site and that contact form is supposed to send you an email letting you know that someone has completed your contact form, sometimes you don't receive those emails, and it can even come down to if you have WooCommerce installed and your customers are not receiving their order notices or things of that nature. So that can be a really big problem. So there's a few different ways you can solve that problem. In the past, I've used tools like G Suite or it's now Google Workspace and the SMTP. Which is a little bit more technical to solve that problem with WordPress. So basically my Gmail account was sending emails and sending emails on behalf of my WordPress website. So that's definitely one way to do it. I recently found a new way using Sendinblue, which is completely free because we love free. So if you don't have a Gmail account, this is a good alternative for you as well, because the Sendinblue will allow you to use it to send emails from your WordPress site, so you don't have to worry about that issue coming up in the future. So right now I am on the weekend website course, just kind of showing you guys a dashboard of what this looks like. So right now I'm not using it for any other features. I'm only using it for the transactional emails, and that's when emails are coming from my website. So as you can see, I have everything set up here, the email that it's coming from, and I can even send a test email to make sure that's working as it should be. So since it's already installed on this website, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the process of setting it up on the supportconcierge.co website. So let's go over to my Flywheel account, which is my WordPress hosting company, and I'm going to log into my website, the supportconcierge.co. So let me go to WP admin, and that's going to take me to the back end of this website. Alrighty, so we are here on the back end of the site. I probably need to change my password, but I will leave that as is for right now and focus on the task at hand. So let's go ahead and go over to plugins, and let's click on and add new plugins. And we'll most likely have to create a new account on Sendinblue, but we can get to that in a moment. I'm just going to type in Sendinblue to look up their plugin. So this is the plugin that we're looking for: newsletter, SMTP, email marketing, and subscribe forms by Sendinblue. And keep in mind, you do not have to use Sendinblue's email marketing service or any of that. We're only using it for transactional email. However, if you are wanting to use it for email marketing or your newsletter, you can definitely do so. I definitely love having things all in one place. So let's go ahead and go there. So Sendinblue, let's go over to the home. And now we'll need to create an account so that we can send our emails back and forth. So also, I didn't mention this, but as a precursor to getting this set up, you definitely want to make sure you have a domain-based email address, or a business email, as some people call, or even a custom email. So I do have a custom email address. I believe that is hello@thesupportconcierge.co. Yes, hello at the supportconcierge.co. So uses my domain name. So you definitely want to already have that set up, and you want to have your emails set up for it as well, your email inbox. So I do recommend watching another video that we talked about setting up Zoho Mail for really cheap. It's a really great Google Workspace alternative. But let's continue on with this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and click on create an account, and that's going to take me over to Sendinblue. And you have the option of logging in with your Google account if you have one. If you don't, like me, I'm going to use my email, which is hello@thesupportconcierge.co. And then I'm going to make a password for this one. All right, so I have a password created. I'm going to go ahead and click on create an account. All right, so now it's going to send a verification email to my email to make sure that this is actually my email account. And I already have my Zoho pulled up, and so I do see it here. And let me click on confirm my email address. All right, so I'm just going to provide my information here to continue to sign up for the account. So I'm just going to pause it while I enter my information. Okay, so the next part is asking for my company's name. So for this website, it is the Support Concierge. And I believe it tries to look up companies that come up in Google So it says click here to enter your data manually because mine does not show up in Google. So I'm going to go ahead and input my my address here for my business. So let me pause it while I get that set up. All right, so now they want to know a little bit more about this business. So I am a team of 1 right now. Let's click on that again. Not sure why it's giving me trouble on clicking that. We can get this to work. Oh well, I'll be 11 to 50 employees today just to get that to work. I don't have that many contacts, business activity. Let's see. Providing a service. Business sector is, let's see, I would say technology and computing. Do you sell online? Yes, I do. And if you want to get important updates via email, you can click that box. I don't want any more emails right now, so I'm not going to click that box. All right, so now it says pick what you need or you can do it later. So I am not sending email campaigns. All I want to do is actually, let's see, transactional emails. That's all I want to set up here. Just go ahead and click on save, or you can skip it all together. That is completely up to you. All right, so now we are over to the billing plans. Now, their free plan should be perfect for you, especially if this is a brand new website. Even if you're a pretty high volume store or something like that, you get about 300 emails a day on the free account. For most people, that's pretty much perfectly fine. If you do need more than that, of course, you can move over to one of their paid plans. But right now, I think that the 300 emails a day is perfect for this website. I don't need too much more than that. Okay, so I'm back on the WordPress dashboard. So we have completed step 1 to create an account. And the next step is to activate an account with your API key. So you can click on this link to get the API key for your new account. So if you go to create a new API key, it will show you the full key. You want to go ahead and copy that and put it in a safe place because it will only show you the API key once. So make sure you have that copy, and then you can bring it over to your website and enter that here. Okay, so I have the API key copied over. I'm going to go ahead and click on login to see if that works for me. All right, so the account has been successfully activated. All right, so now what we want to do now is we want to make sure we have our transactional emails is activated. So they make sure that emails that are created in WordPress can be sent out and that they are being received by the recipient. So I want to click on yes. And we want to go ahead and click on send your sender, and we can always change my company. You want to change. I believe that can be changed inside of Sendinblue. So now we just want to test it to make sure that it's working okay. So I'm going to send myself an email to see if this is working like it needs to be. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go over to my inbox and see if this email is there. All right, so I am now in my Zoho email account for the support. Oh, this is actually the weekend website course email address. So I did successfully send or receive this email from the support concierge. So that means that my WordPress site is sending the emails. So one last thing with your email sending from your WordPress site, sometimes if you do not verify or put a domain on file inside of Sendinblue, then sometimes people will get a warning that comes up before they open your email or interact with it. And you can prevent that by adding a domain to your Sendinblue account. So what I mean by that, so I added my domain to supportconcierge.co. And so anytime I want to add a new sender that has this domain as the part of the email address, it will always show verified instead of me having to go to my email inbox to verify each domain, which would be better in the long run because it also helps making sure your emails are delivered and that they're not sent to spam. So I'm going to show you really quickly what that looks like to set that up. So when you go over to domains, click on add a new domain, and you would type your domain name in there. And I'm just using this as an example because I've already added the supportconcierge.co's email. And then you want to click, I'd like to use the domain to digitally sign my emails. So click on save, and it's going to take you to a page where you need to add some records to your DNS for your domain name. So I'm going to go over to my Google Domains account and go over to DNS, and I'm going to click on manage custom records. And here is where I'm going to add all these records from Sendinblue. So all these are text records, and no matter what, no matter where you bought your domain, this should pretty much looks pretty similar to any DNS provider. So just want to put that out there too. So the first thing is that we need to set a record for this address. So I want to copy everything before the period, the mail to the domain key. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to click on create new record, paste it, and so as you can see, it automatically puts that .emeraldsofa.com on the end of that, so I didn't need to copy the entire thing. The next thing I want to do is going to click on text or TXT to show the text record. I'm going to set it to the shortest time, which is 10 minutes, and then I'm going to copy this field and place that here. All right, so let's move on to the next record. So the next record is just the Emerald Sofa, so I don't need to copy anything at all here. So I'm going to click on copy this field. I already have a new field open here, so I'm going to click on text. And remember, I can leave this one blank and make this 10 minutes, and I'm going to paste. And let's see what's next. And then we also need another one to go to this one, so I'm going to click on copy. And since it still has the same, it is not going to have the same host name here, I'm just going to click on add more to this record and paste that. I'm going to click on create one more record. And this last record is optional. And I'm going to copy everything before the period. Make it a text record. 10 minutes. Then I'm going to copy this value here. And everything looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and click on save. All right, so now I'm going to verify all these records are correct when they were added. So that's correct. It shows configured, and then this last one, I'm done. All right, and so now you're all set. So when you go over to senders, you can actually add new senders. So whatever you want it to be. So for example, you want the from name to be the Emerald Sofa. And you can put hello at emeraldsofa.com. All right, and you can see that it's automatically verified because we verify our domain here. Now, say you wanted to change your sending domain on your website. So now you want to go back over to your website, back to Sendinblue, and you want to log out of your account. All right, so now to log back in, you're going to need that same API key. That's why it's very important that you save your API key to a safe place. If you did not save, you can always create a new one. So for this example, I am just going to create a new API key. All right, so I'm going to click on create new API key. I'm going to call this WP3 generate. And guys, remember, make sure you save this somewhere safe, like a password manager, 1Pass, LastPass, whatever you prefer. Just make sure you save it somewhere. I'm going to click on copy. I'm going to go back over to my website, and I'm going to click in log in with this API key. All right, now this page is reloading for me, and I want to click activate email through Sendinblue. And you see I have the options on which email address I want to send my emails from. So I'm going to set that option there. I don't have to save anything. It's already set when I click it. And so that is it. That is how you verify your domain, how you can change your domains you're using to send emails from your WordPress site. I hope this was helpful for you, and thanks for watching.